We're giving away a professor's research, and all you have to do to enter is a like, comment, subscribe, and we'll be picking a winner on the weekend. And now back to the video. The meta is moving rather quickly, and it's awesome because this set right here gave us so many decks to work with. It improved on some of the older sets and the newer sets. It's just like, and newer decks, it's kind of insane. It's very healthy for the metagame. There's definitely a lot to look at, and I'm gonna go over the best decks that you guys could be playing, and not just any best decks, best new decks, so you guys could see. Alright, so we do have a Milotic variant here that plays with Suicune and Chen Pao here. Notice that the Baxcalibur is taken out of the equation here. This deck did rather good in a tournament the other day, and this deck is just super strong because you do have Suicune with the draw engine that could get you to your Wallace, and then you could pop off here. You got the elemental switches that could definitely, allow you to switch all of those water energies from Milotic. So essentially, you're replacing the 2 rare candies, for the elemental switches for a stage 1 that's kind of easier to, establish here. And, you could turn 1 into Milotic EX, and you have sleep on your side. So this deck is just a massive W, and I would recommend you guys, run this. You do have Pokemon Center Lady for sleep, and, starting planes. Arguably, there could be another card that could be played instead of this, but then again, the format is still shaping up. And yeah, the next deck I want to talk about is the Vaporeon version of Milotic. So Milotic could rather my Pokemon app is like loud, but that being said, Milotic can ramp up energy super quick, right? So you have Vaporeon with the washout ability that could definitely move around that energy as anywhere you want on the field. And with Stampede Eevee with boosted evolution, it's pretty easy to get there. And getting Chen Pao to 3 should be easy in this deck. And there's a luck factor. You do have the sleep on your side, which is rather great. And for the same reasons in the other deck, it does really well in the meta. So here is the deck that nobody wants to talk about, but it is real. Sleep Scam evolved. This is what the deck has evolved. If you like it or not, the Espeon has been taken out of the equation, and Milotic is now here with Elegant Cape. It's kind of like a pseudo mega in general. It pops off really strongly, and not much to say on this because we already talked about this deck, and yeah, there's not much to say. You put your opponent to sleep, and then you just pop off. And then we have the Dedenne. So I've been seeing the Pichu version around. Of course, you turn 2, you could attack for 160, but in this variant, you do have the Zoroarks, you do have Ori to protect you. I feel like this variant is pretty strong. You do have, the 2 Rocky Helmets, the Small Balloon, Giant Cape, Electric Cord, in the kids' room to help you out with the tools. Also, Elisa, to help you out to pick up the tools that are already on the bench, so you could, shuffle them around however you like. This deck is strong. The Dedenne with rather low HP. It's pretty good because you got Elemental Switch, Zeraora, and the deck is just strong. It plays well into some of the meta here, and yeah, no, the Dedenne is definitely a fun deck that I would recommend you guys try running because the meta is insane. Next up, we have the Sableye EX. So this variant right here is going to be played with Zoroark. So you're essentially playing the same list but replacing Mega Absol for Sableye, because you do a 40 extra damage when it gets hit, and then you got Darkrai EX pings, and then you got Bombardier to just swap out Pokemon. definitely has a 1 retreat cost. Mega Sableye definitely, it's looking like the better option between the, what do you call it, Mega Absol. And here in this deck, you have access to Field Blower, Rocky Helmet, Lucky Ice Pop, Pokemon Center, Lady Sabrina, Cyrus, Copycats, and you know, Zoroark does what Zoroark does. It's just one of the best attackers out here. And yeah, no, this is basically the Zoroark deck. And yeah, overall, I'd recommend you give this deck a shot. Next up, we do have the Mega Diancie. This deck right here is insane because now you have access to the Comfy as well. And Comfy just gives you that, you know, safe haven where you could not fall asleep. You got the Meloettas, the Mega Gardevoir, and then the regular Gardevoir because you don't want to lose to, what do you call it? To Oricorios or anything like that. Curlia to bridge the evolution if you don't see your rare candies. Because this deck could like serve to be a rare candy, just Mega Gardevoir, go aggressive, or you could build up the Mega Diancie. You do have the Dianta to heal your Gardevoir whenever you retreat it, so you can start attacking cleanly with Mega Diancie EX. So yeah, no, this deck is amazing. We do have the Rocky Helmets, Plazas, Pokeballs, Rare Candies, Copycats, Cyrus, and Professor's Research. Next up, we have Zoroark EX. Not any Hisuian. Yes. So this variant has been, you know, very interesting, but, you know, it's pretty interesting because it's Frostlass. You know, you get to discard a card from your hand. It's pretty good to fuel up the, you know, the trash, or is that what they call it, the graveyard. You have Chingling, Mantike to help you build on Zoroark's, Zoroark, you know, because it does have a 3 attack cost, but you got Chingling to stop your opponents from rare candy shenanigans. You do have Elegant Cape because combined with Zoroark, you do get an extra 30 HP, which is amazing here. And then you got Training Arena to boost up the attack. So Zoroark could definitely hit for high numbers here, you know, paired with the Frostlass. So, you know, and the baby Pokemon that go into the graveyard, you know, super fast. So, you know, this is a nice variant here. And yeah, if you've been looking for a way to play Zoroark, here is a build. Next up, we have the evolution of Hydreigon, and all these dark decks, the trend is literally replacing Mega Absol for Mega Sableye. And that's literally all we have to, you know, play for. And it's pretty cool how the meta is definitely shaping up to be. The top decks, you know, with the sleep, and then you got this, you could see the impact that Mega Sableye is definitely having. And Milotic EX, it's pretty much there and here to stay. Last but not least, we have the Mega Absol Darkrai and Mega Sableye. So here in this situation, you are playing double Megas, but, you know, Mega Absol EX is there as a backup attacker, and then you have the other Mega Sableye to pop off. You know, this deck can take care of Oricorio with Greninja, Chingling, Darkrai EX, and the Mega Sableye with the 40 damage on the side. You got the Lucky Egg, Small Balloons. It plays like a regular Dark Greninja deck, and overall, it's super strong into the metagame, and I'd recommend you guys play this version out if you decide, or if not, just cut out the Mega Absol and play something else, or like, you know, it's just overall like a really strong deck. You have Lucky Egg to help you with the draw engine as well. So we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.